mental. So I'm in the exam, pens in hands, follow with me. It is January 26. How do I know this is dystopian? Did you write that at the top? Because if you didn't, you should. Everyone needs to write that. How do I know this is dystopian? And I'm going to remind myself of some of the things that I need to write about. I probably want to consider setting, protagonist, is there an antagonist? And then what kind of themes have I got? Where am I at the start and the beginning? Okay. And I need to read this 3 times because I need to skim through it to get the gist. I need to scan it to get some clear ideas of planning. And then I need to scour it for my evidence. Only when I've done that am I ready to write the essay. I'm 50 and I'm dead good at reading, and I've read loads of dystopian novels. That's what I do, so you do the same, right? Okay. Flora regained consciousness. Right, who's Flora? Flora, that's a nice name. It's something to do with flowers, nature. Regained consciousness. Why? What's happened to her? Why has she been knocked out? And she's lying on dirty blank tiles. Okay. A low moaning sound came from nearby. Is somebody in pain? But when she tried to locate the source, a searing flash forked through her head and she cried out. Right, so she's in pain. Don't move, a weak voice spoke, the pain is less. Through the snarling odours of the small chamber, Flora became aware of the faint voice of the kin of Clover, so family and another flower there. Was it you? The voice was young and ragged, for I swear it was not me. Flora tried to answer, but to move her tongue was agony. Has she been tortured? What's happened to her? Silence. Ooh, Sister Sage entered. Right, Sister, is she a nun? Followed by a group of her identical doubles. Spooky. All wore the ceremonial pollen marks of the Melissae priestesses. Oh my God. So something about religion? I don't know. And a strong, astringent scent flowed from them. Astringent, like horrible kind of cleaning products. Not maybe what you'd expect with something to do with nature. Flora shrank in terror. Oh, so she knows who they are and she's scared. So why? Why is she scared? But they paid her no attention. Instead, the first Sister Sage, what are they all called, Sister Sage? Now, sage is natural, but it's a herb. It's quite, it doesn't smell as sweet. Knelt down by the clover and stroked her face. Oh, I don't like that. You know something bad's coming. Your crime is behind you now. My God, what's she done? What crime? And you harm only yourself by maintaining your lie. She waited, but the clover lay panting and did not speak. Sister Sage leaned closer. How many eggs did you lay? Did you wish to be queen? Oh, right. So is that the crime that she's being accused of, which would be like to take over, to have more power? Is it rebellion? Don't know. Love a question mark. Never. The clover struggled to rise on her broken limbs. Oh my God, what's happened to her? Her wings were shriveled and curled. She's absolutely broken, isn't she? I'm definitely thinking torture now. I beg you believe me, I have not profaned our holy law. Only the queen may breed. Ah, right, so there are kind of like slogans. Laws, right, I've seen those before. One of the other priestesses stepped forward as if to strike the clover. Whoops. But Sister Sage held her back and soothed the clover again. Why did you hide from the police? Was it to keep spreading your deformity? Ooh, through our hive with your foul eggs. So is this somewhere where people, there's like a standard, and if you don't meet that standard, you can't be included? We have found the young sisters with your defect, your issue, like the ones that have been born to you. Sister Sage, oh, she hissed the word. I'm not going to write about snakes there because I'm not in year 7. And the clover began to weep. I swear again, I've never laid. Your wings show your true evil. Oh, and deformity. So her wings aren't shriveled and curled because of torture. She was born like that, like a birth defect. God, it's a good job that I'm reading this closely so that I don't say something that's untrue. The priestesses hissed and rasped their wings like knives. Ooh. Right, okay, so now we're getting the violence really coming to the fore. Sister Sage lifted the clover off the ground with one hand. God, she's strong. You blaspheme at the moment of your death. The clover raised her antennae to high shivering points. Whoa. So why is it shivering? Like, why is she, is it like with anger? Oh, where's my page 2? Here's another one of those slogans or kind of chants. From death comes life eternal. Holy Mother, take me back. Oh, the priestesses surrounded her and flexed their abdomens high. God, that's reminded me of things like the salvaging in The Handmaid's Tale. But I don't want to write about The Handmaid's Tale, so it's a nice little prompt to come back to that. Flora saw the tips of their bodies draw into a hard point, and as they sang the holy chord together, so they're singing, oh my God. So this is like a ritual, isn't it? Have I seen those anywhere else in dystopian fiction? Their delicate barbed daggers slid out. Delicate and barbed. Right, I know that's definitely an oxymoron. Well, is it? No, it's not an oxymoron, is it? It's just a juxtaposition that's making me kind of... Ooh, the chamber filled with the scent of venom. There's that thing about smell again. Smell and scent. Olfactory imagery, isn't it? Then the priestesses stung the clover from all sides. She cried out once. Then the sweet scent of her kin burst bright upon the foul air, and she was gone. Oh, it's so sad. The priestesses turned to Flora. What's going on with these elves, Jules? So it's kind of sanctioned murder. She felt their probing attention work its way down her sore antennae, deep into her head. So what, they can like mind read? Their probing attention. She curled herself up as small as she could to brace for the pain, but it did not come. Abruptly, the intimate invasion intimate invasion. Oh my God. Right, room 101, isn't it? Getting in someone's head. But it withdrew. Priestesses talked together in low voices, and despite her fear, Flora listened. Right, so what do we learn from this? Cornflower yield is poor. Even the buttercups are short. The foragers speak of more green deserts. When they fly at all, in the rain. We cannot fight the season. So this is something to do with the environment outside the hive. By the rich particular timbre of her voice, the speaker was the same Sister Sage Flora knew. We cannot fight the rain, we can only provision ourselves as best we may. So unless she be heretic or deformed in such a troubling season, every single worker is an asset. Where have we seen that before? And I am loath to lose one more. I'm loath to lose one more. So this is why Flora has been saved, because she's just seen as an asset. Hardly an asset, said another voice. She defied you over the baby. I vote to give her the kindness. Oh my God. So that's what they're calling this murder, a kindness. And now that reminds me of Children of Men. Where it's called, oh my God, what's it called when they kill off the old people in the boats? It's from Hamlet, right? That might come to me. I will kill her myself when her use is over, but the first fault was mine. I acted independently. The air in the chamber contracted as the priestesses twined and flexed their scents together in consultation. So what we've got quite literally is that kind of hive mind, literally and figuratively. The one fragrance formed, no longer dominated by the harsh astringent top note, but smooth, warm and powerfully calming. Oh my God, so at the end, the antagonists are able to kind of restore calm. Ooh. That's 12 minutes. And I'm not ready to write my essay yet, because all I've done is go through and annotate it. That's why when some of you were sitting there after 7 minutes, I said you can't be done. You can't be. Right, so if yours doesn't look like mine, then you haven't done enough. The next stage is for me to organise how I want to discuss my ideas. And what I do there, what works for me particularly, because what I don't want to do in my plan is reuse certain quotations, or the same quotations, sorry. I'm either going to use different coloured highlighters or a bit of a numbering situation, right? So if all my quotes for setting, and I want 3 quotes per point, if I can. So I'm just going to do this last one as a bit of a model. What do I want to say about setting? So it's like a prison, and it's used for like a private act of violence, and there's control. Right, okay. So I think, okay, I've got the dirty blank tiles. I've got the snarling odours. I definitely want this last bit about how, so I'm going to follow that through with the smell, the astringent scent. And the chamber filled with the scent of venom, and how at the end, though, things are kind of restored. Okay. Right, I'm going to stop there because that's quite